From in and around the Capital Region on the Alive Radio Network, this is The Matter at Hand. I'm Alicia Purdy.
Y'all see how many people are here? You ain't here, get here. We ain't left yet. You got time to get to Saratoga. You might be in Albany, you might be in Troy, you might be in Schenectady. You got time to get up here because we ain't going nowhere. We're going to be here for a minute. We keep our people safe because we defunding the police, we demilitarizing the police. We don't need no police. We showed that shit in Troy last night. We don't need the police.
Jamaica Miles is the newest school board member in the Schenectady City School District, and she hates the police.
Take the money from the police. Have less cops. We should have community collectives and more interventions that are community and socially based.
Miles, a well-known BLM activist in the Capital Region, has been a very vocal and public figure at numerous protests, occupations, marches, and rallies everywhere in the area, using her social media platform to gather people together to scream, curse, throw objects at police officers, camp out in front of police stations, deface public property, resist arrest, and then hold more protests and rallies to rant about being victimized and targeted by white supremacy. Now, as a new member of the Schenectady School Board, Miles is taking her influence in chaotic, racially focused politics to an entirely new crowd, kids in schools, making it her mission to teach the next generation her brand of rage rhetoric, her personal hatred of the police, and her racist, communist, Marxist perspectives of American history. As school districts across the Capital Region draw closer to a significant school board election on May 17th, Jamaica Miles has handpicked 2 additional like-minded women to run for seats on the Schenectady School Board and expand her influence within the city's school system.
New York is racist, period. It perpetuates oppression. Racism is the blueprint because it is what America has done so well. If systems and structures are racist, then they are looking for ways to subjugate for the profits of others, which, by the way, is capitalism. I will not be silent in the presence of oppression and exploitation of my people, ever!
Miles is the co-founder of the group All of Us Community Group, a BLM-style activist group that actively travels around to harass conservative and Republican political candidates and leadership, police officers, local businesses, and anyone else who stands out, speaks out, or stands up for American traditions, principle-centered values, or the Christian faith. But the ongoing threat of harassment hasn't stopped a fresh wave of conservative parents and concerned residents across the region from running for their local school boards, willing to face the retribution from Miles and her gang and fight back against the attack on students through the government education system in areas like critical race theory and the queer agenda.
Next question. What limits do you think should exist when it comes to the relationship a school board member has with students? For example, is encouraging political activism appropriate? Let's begin with Ms. Parsons. Do you want to begin?
Vivian Parsons is a conservative mom in Schenectady who ran for a seat on the Schenectady City Council in 2021 and is now running for a seat on the school board along with Kathy Lewis, another conservative who is running for re-election. Both Lewis and Parsons stand in stark opposition to the radical leftists supported by Jamaica Miles and have been repeatedly attacked in the local press and by the All of Us community group affiliates. At a recent school board interview, candidates were asked about their position as school board members to use their influence over kids to politicize them and persuade them to rally and riot in favor of a cause. According to Parsons,
no, I do not feel that encouraging political activism during school hours and interrupting the school day is appropriate. I believe that things need to be separate from a place of position of authority and making sure that, again, we are advocating for all of the needs of all of our students in this district and working collaboratively with every school board member in order to get that done. So am I discouraging our students' right to have their voices heard? Absolutely not. But there is a way to go about properly encouraging it while keeping everything properly separate while in that role.
According to Kristen Haller, one of the candidates Jamaica Miles is supporting for the school board.
I think if as a school board member, a student approached and was interested in activism, I think there are channels through the school where they could explore that, including with a government or a history teacher or somebody who is charged with teaching our children about civic engagement.
As the government school system drifts further away from teaching academics and school board members push radical leftist agendas into the curriculum, facilitate chaotic disruption, and seek to remove law enforcement from schools plagued with violence and crime, there is a national pushback from parents, teachers, and taxpayers who are tired enough of the abuses to run for office and correct course. As disturbing trends emerge from within the school systems, especially libraries, where parents who are shut out of the classrooms under the guise of COVID restrictions cannot examine books being brought in and aren't giving access to curriculum. The head of the American Library Association caused a national outcry when she endorsed the book Gender Queer as the Book of the Year in 2022 as part of a larger push to get it into schools. Gender Queer is a sexually explicit graphic novel featuring drawings of kids performing homosexual sex acts, discussing pornographic stories, and wondering what their gender identity is. And since it was first published in 2019, it has made records as the most requested book to be banned from schools.
I think the Board of Education and those sitting on the panels are thieves. I think they're liars and have committed treason against our children. My message to this district and the members of the Board of Ed: stop indoctrinating our children.
Natasha Ibrahim is a parent from Putnam County who made headlines after she spoke very harsh words to her school board about pornographic images and books in the school library that her kids had access to.
Stop teaching our children to hate the police. Stop teaching our children that if they don't agree with the LGBT community, that they're homophobic, or saying that any child that doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter should be canceled out. Is this what my tax dollars is paying for? You're teaching my children and other children that if they believe in God Almighty, they're part of a cult. Do you want the proof? I have the proof. You created a curriculum of Black Panther indoctrination.
Ma'am,
you use taxpayers' dollars.
can I ask you one more time? I have no issue hearing what you have to say, but
Why can we not let the public speak? Why can't we let the public know that you're teaching our children to go out and murder our police officers? Do you want the proof? I have the proof. Is that what scares you, the proof? That a parent actually standing up against all of you?
Although the school board attempted to control and condescend to Miss Ibrahim, even threatening to walk out of the school board meeting, Ibrahim refused to back down. Across the capital region, concerned school board candidates are facing the fire from the local press who mock their faith. From anti-police and BLM groups like the All of Us community group headed by Miles, who harasses them, from neighbors and teachers and city council members who attempt to block them from running. The school board elections in the area on Tuesday, May 17th, 2022, are significant for the future of area schools and have a large block of candidates who won't back down, even in the face of opposition. In the Shenandoah City School District, Jason Little, Amanda Siska, and Jennifer Gleason are running. In the Saratoga City School District, Billy McCann, Ed Spickler, and Dean Collegian are running. In the Schenectady City School District, Vivian Parsons and Kathy Lewis are running. In Ballston Spa, Jason Gertler and Brody Savoy are running. In the Bethlehem City School District, Doug Lloyd is running. In North Colony, Marcy Thompson is running. In Averill Park, Nicole Gendron, Walter Spillane, and Daryl Borton are running. In South Colony, Nicole Castell and Jeremy Rundell are running. In Ichabod Crane, Tom Driscoll and Megan Lafferty Brown are running. In the Voorheesville Central School District, Erica Smitkin and Vinnie Camiso are running. In Coxsackie, Athens, J.D. Fielding, Jessica Vermillier and Tiffany Russo are running. In Guilderland, Nicole Vivenzio Coonrad, April Mary, Mark Reamer, and Barbara Fatarago are running. In Greenville, James Bucci and Kevin Bucci are running. In Middleburg, Sean Lawton is running. In Burnt Hills, Melissa Barone and Emily Walsh are running. In South Glenville, Eric E. Potts is running. In Shelmont School District, William Wilday, Heidi Schilling, and Miranda Eldridge are running. In Mahonison, Jason Bustelos and Chad McFarland are running. In Dwaynesburg City School District, Avis Sanchez and Sarah Guayadowski are running. Joining their names claims to an army of concerned citizens determined to take office and work to change the schools from within by being the decision makers and influencers who stand firm on American values, keep the focus of education on academics, and maintain a sense of law and order in the hallways, where chaos has long ruled.
If anyone's ever going to ask me to put trust into a police force, I'm not going to be able to do it because, again, I'm an abolitionist. I don't even believe in police forces. I don't believe in putting people in cages. I don't believe in the entire system. But if we're taking steps towards transformation before abolition as a step, then you should be okay with the idea of defunding. And because there's language around we need more mental health professionals, but that means we need more funding. No, because that insinuates that you are just going to get more funding to add that on when really the funding should come from your militarized budget.
Michaela Foster is a protege of Schenectady School Board member Jamaica Miles. Foster was arrested and later charged in August of 2021 during a community outreach event for children, where she and a group of racist agitators harassed police officers and others attending the event, focusing their rage on congressional candidate Liz Joy, who was running against leftist Democrat incumbent Paul Tonko.
Talk is a misdemeanor now. It's a misdemeanor.
Oh, the charges were dropped. The charges were dropped.
Y'all mad.
Good job trying to set precedent for protesters, though. Good job.
Trying to make us an example, right? Yeah,
well,
example
maybe
didn't
I
work.
am an example. Oh, and this honky tonk stupid boy hat.
Yeah, look at that honky right there. Honkies. Oh, look at that honky right there. Trailer park trash. I think he's uncomfortable. Let him go. That's a predator charge. Yo, this bitch is a predator. This bitch is a predator. She's a predator.
Black people.
If a black man came here right now and went in that woman's face the way that she was just in my face.
As the school boards in the Capital Region stand at a crossroads in the upcoming school board election on May 17th, the choices of candidates could not be in more diametric opposition, giving voters, taxpayers, and parents a choice of the future they want to see and are willing to show up and vote for.
Because there is a troubling trend developing here in the Capital Region. It is a coordinated backlash from city council members, DAs, and law enforcement. And that coordinated effort happens to be against the recent protests about racial inequality, structural violence, and poverty. This effort is an abuse of power. It is fear-mongering and intimidation. I'm here for all of us, people across race, gender, sexual orientation, geographic location, country of origin, different abilities, and any other way y'all want to put us in a box. This attack on protesters is an attack on our First Amendment rights of free speech and assembly. It is an attack on our democracy. You know, that thing we're supposed to be so proud of here in the United States, right?
Jamaica Miles has drawn her line in the sand, and parents like Natasha Ibrahim have drawn theirs.
Listen, by all means, you want to teach kids these things, fine. Don't do it on my dollar. Don't infringe on my religious beliefs. I want everyone to know what's going on because you're hiding it. You're hiding it. You know who does that? Communists do that. I will become your worst nightmare because I'm going to stand here and keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting.
Who will win the battle is up to the voters, who turn out to cast their vote for the future of their children. Polling locations for the school board election on May 17th, 2022 can be found with a simple search online. Where to vote in my school board election.
You're emotionally abusing our children and mentally abusing them. You're demoralizing them by teaching them communist values. This is still America, ma'am. And as long as I'm standing here on this good ground earth of God, I will fight.
Examining the issues that pertain to the people of God. This is the matter at hand. From in and around the Capital Region on the Alive Radio Network, I'm Alicia Purdy.